फिर प्रोविंसेस की बात करते हैं तो फिर ईच प्रोविंस हैज इट्स ओन मेंटल हेल्थ एक्ट नाउ. MHO was set aside because provincial after the 18th amendment, because each province had to make their own mental health act. Therefore अब provinces में उनका अपना अपना जो mental health act है वही implement हो रहा है. और each province का जो act है, it's we would say that most of the acts are a bit copy of what the MHO is, but still we believe कि provinces ने जो है, especially सिंध ने काफ़ी improvements लाई हैं और काफ़ी change की है MHO को, और उसमें additions भी की हैं और different authorities भी बनाई हैं चीज़ों को बेहतर करने के लिए. इसलिए सिंध को हम सबसे पहले डिस्कस करेंगे because सिंध is the most progressive, सिंध has the most progressive mental health act and सिंध has the most progressive mental health laws as well. While the acts of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are very similar to the MHU, the Sindh Act has made significant improvements since Mental Health Act was the first provincial mental health law enacted after the 18th Amendment. And further, they placed great responsibility on healthcare centers under provincial jurisdiction. It was further built on the foundation of the MHO. It aligns with contemporary understandings of mental health, and it gives very comprehensive definitions of what mental illnesses is and what specific sort of mental illness would constitute as not being eligible to be executed under this act. फर्दर इसने जो है मेंटल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी भी इस्टेब्लिश की है 2017 में. और मेंटल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी का बेसिकली काम ये है कि वो इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं मेंटल हेल्थ की पॉलिसीज़ और इंश्योर करती हैं कंपाइलेंस लीगल स्टैंडर्ड्स के साथ. लीगल स्टैंडर्ड्स बीइंग द स्टैंडर्ड्स प्रोवाइडेड बाय द इंटरनेशनल फ्रेमवर्क्स एंड द इंटरनेशनल ट्रीटीज, as well as the domestic legal standards that different NGOs and various organizations might have set forth. Mental health laws के related मेरे जहन में फ़िलहाल तो JPP आती है, जस्टिस प्रोजेक्ट पाकिस्तान. उसके अलावा तस्कीन फाउंडेशन है जो कि बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही हैं मेंटल हेल्थ स्टिग्मा को ख़त्म करने के लिए. In fact, JPP is the only NGO that went ahead and cancelled the death penalty for Miss Safia Bano, and that's been very vocal about people with schizophrenia and not giving them any sort of criminal liability in the first place. Okay, discussing Sindh further, the foundation of the MHO Act aligns with the understanding of mental health. It defines mental illnesses, substantial disorders of thought, mood, perception, orientation, memory that significantly impacts an individual's ability to function. Further, the judgments that have been provided by the Sindh High Courts under the Mental Health Act are also very comprehensive and cohesive, and they do give you a framework as to what sort of a person is mentally ill और किसको एग्जीक्यूट करना चाहिए और किसको एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करना चाहिए और पॉलिसीज क्या होनी चाहिए और स्टिग्मा को किस तरह ख़त्म करना चाहिए. सिंध का जो मेंटल हेल्थ एक्ट है वो आपको एक बहुत ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव और अलाइंड फ्रेमवर्क प्रोवाइड करता है इस हिसाब से. Next up, we'll talk about the Punjab's mental health ordinance. Though Punjab is a very developed province, but the Mental Health Act that the Punjab constituted is in fact just a copy of the Mental Health Ordinance in the first place. It does align, however, with the international standards, emphasizing patient rights, community care, rehabilitation, and it defines mental disorders based on significant impairments. As already discussed, what is a mental illness would be defined as to the impairments of mood, thoughts, perception, memory, orientation, and an individual's ability to think and to function properly, whether in the long term or in short term, because not all individuals are hallucinating all the time. हम देखते हैं कि कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनको बहुत ही शॉर्ट टर्म पीरियड के लिए हेलुसिनेशंस होती हैं या शॉर्ट टर्म पीरियड के लिए वो उस मेंटल इलनेस से सफ़र करते हैं, बाकी सारा दिन वो ठीक रहते हैं या फॉर मंथ्स दे स्टे फाइन, बट देयर कम्स अ सर्टेन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम where these patients exhibit the behavior of mental illnesses. Therefore, it does them justice only that if a certain act has been committed within that time frame, तो फिर उनको उसी टाइम फ्रेम के जो एक्ट है उस पे जज किया जाए. इस बात पे जज ना किया जाए कि भाई ये शख्स जो है ये बाकी के 18 आवर्स या 19 आवर्स बिल्कुल सेन एक्ट करता है, और फिर 5-6 और जो हैं उसमें इसको जो है हेलुसिनेशंस होती हैं या इम्पेयरमेंट्स होती हैं, या ही लूजेस द एबिलिटी टू जज प्रॉपरली. But the Punjab's Act also has established its mental health authority, though the mental health authority in Pakistan is not doing, Punjab's mental health authority is not doing a lot of work as we see in Sindh, but it still exists. It's still making sure that it ensures that it compiles the mental health governance and it's more localized, allowing for a better adaptation of the specific needs and conditions of Punjab. Its Section 5 outlines its composition, with the Punjab government nominating a chairperson and up to 10 members in the authority. Further, it will also advise the government on mental health promotion, prevention, and governance. Though the Act says a lot of nice things about what the authority is supposed to do, बट देर इज नो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. हम देखते हैं कि अथॉरिटी तो बनी हुई है, लोग भी उसमें मौजूद हैं, पर वो अपना काम कर नहीं रहे. वो उस तरह से काम नहीं कर रहे जिस तरह से उन्हें करना चाहिए. वो कंपाइलेंस इंश्योर नहीं करवा रहे, वो हॉस्पिटल्स पे चेक इन बैलेंस नहीं रख रहे, वो पेशेंट्स के और प्रिजनर्स के राइट्स के लिए इतने वोकल नहीं हैं. तो लॉज तो हैं, अथॉरिटीज भी हैं, पर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, एज विद ऑल लॉज इन पाकिस्तान, मेंटल हेल्थ लॉज के साथ भी सबसे बड़ा मसला यही है कि इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं है. But altogether, the Punjab Mental Health Ordinance is a very positive step towards more consolidated treatment of mental health issues in Punjab. However, we believe effectiveness is contingent on proper implementation, adequate resources, and sustained efforts to raise public awareness, reduce stigma associated with mental health illnesses. Though today we will not discuss the recommendations of how we can improve the laws, how we can improve the stigma, and how we can improve the overall well-being of the prisoners as well as the patients that are suffering from mental illnesses. But tomorrow, inshallah, in the third and the last final seminar, we will talk about the recommendations that we have also put forth in our research paper. And I would really appreciate if the team that has organized this event, at the end of it, if you can share our research paper with the students present, so they would have a better understanding of not only the mental health laws and the international standards, but also the policy recommendations that we have put forth in order to improve the entire stigma around mental health laws in Pakistan. अच्छा, इसके बाद केपी के आ जाता है और बलूचिस्तान आ जाता है. सिचुएशन इन केपी के isn't the best. They came up with the Mental Health Act 7 years after they were supposed to. 2017 में जो है उन्होंने जाके finally अपना Mental Health Act बनाया, ठीक है, which is also more or less a copy of the Mental Health Ordinance of 2001 in the first place. But it does aim to regulate mental health care, protect patient rights, and provide community support in KPK. The Act emphasizes the treatment, care, and management of mentally ill individuals and their families, including the management of their properties, their affairs, and in accordance with contemporary mental health needs. Its Section 3 and 4 establishes the Mental Health Authority tasked with overseeing mental health matters in the province. The authority is responsible further for regulating mental health care and ensuring ethical treatments. Though I believe the Act does provide for a mental health authority, but no such mental health authority is in shape in KPK, and as far as my knowledge goes, there isn't any data available as to if it's working or not. तो एक्ट तो बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, पर अगेन उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं है. और जब आपके पास मेंटल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी नहीं है, कोई स्पेसिफिक बॉडी नहीं है काम करने के लिए, रिकमेंडेशंस देने के लिए और चीज़ों को ओवरलुक करने के लिए, तो फिर आप समझ लें कि कोई इम्प्लीमेंटेशन है ही नहीं फर्स्ट प्लेस में. एक्ट का फ़ायदा ही नहीं है जब उसको रेगुलेट करने के लिए कोई अथॉरिटी नहीं है. But again, it's a step in the right direction because it aims to create a very comprehensive framework for people dealing with mental health issues and focuses on regulation, patient rights, ethical treatment, and community supports. But challenges, again, do exist, such as a lack of resources constraints and infrastructure limitations, which must be addressed because we believe that it is the firm right of every individual to receive the proper sort of not only healthcare but also mental health care. Next up, we have Balochistan's Mental Health Act 2019. Though the act came a bit late, but It recognizes the WHO classified mental disorders. This act is a bit different from all the other acts. It is not a complete copy of the MHO 2001. इसमें आपको काफ़ी चीज़ें different नज़र आती हैं, काफ़ी laws different नज़र आते हैं, definitions जो है mental disorder की, क्योंकि किसी भी चीज़ को diagnose करने से पहले it's important कि उसकी एक comprehensive definition हो कि अगर फलां बंदे को ये मसला है या उसको इस टाइम पे या ये सर्टेन प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं, तो वो कैटेगरी कौन सी है जिसके अंदर वो फॉल करता है। जब तक कैटेगरी नहीं होगी तो राइट सोर्स से उसको डायग्नोज नहीं किया जा सकेगा अंडर द लॉज, एंड he would not be given the proper chance to defend himself, and he would not be given the proper justice that he deserves. Therefore, the WHO classified definitions of mental health disorders are very important to be understood in the first place, and all the provinces should implement the definitions. The World Health Organization classified definitions of mental health disorders. Further, जो बलूचिस्तान का एक्ट है, it establishes the mental health authority for regulation, like all the other provinces does. Under section 3 जो authority है बलूचिस्तान की mental health की, वो oversee करती है hospital management, indoor treatment, and the roles of approved psychiatrist, ensuring compliance with ethical and legal standards. It further establishes clear protocols for voluntary and involuntary admissions under Section 8, requiring oversight by professionals and judicial review to safeguard patient autonomy. While still it is somewhat similar to the MHO, the Act aims to establish a very comprehensive framework for mental health care in Balochistan, addressing both individuals and needs and the systematic changes as well. However, the full implementation of the Balochistan Act again is still a bit contingent on the fact of its implementation. But the Act of Balochistan is still very progressive as compared to the Act of Cape. And I'm audible as well. So, firstly, there's limited enforcement because there's a lot of lack of proper execution in Pakistan. As discussed earlier, laws to hain, implementation nahi hai. Authorities exist, but they do not work properly. In fact, they do not work at all. जैसे आप केपीके की अथॉरिटी देखें या आप मोस्टली पंजाब की देखें, तो वो सिर्फ डॉक्यूमेंट्स में एग्जिस्ट कर रही हैं, उनका कोई की रोल नहीं है, और अगर है भी तो वो इतना मिनिमल है कि उसका कोई इम्पैक्ट ही नहीं है। देयरफॉर लॉ तो है पर इन्फोर्समेंट कोई नहीं है। अब इसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए, किस तरह करना चाहिए, या अथॉरिटीज़ को किस तरह सेटअप करना चाहिए कि वो अपना काम proper oversight over the hospitals and the jails and the people that are suffering from mental illnesses, they should do that. For that, there's a long way to go, and I feel like there should be policy recommendations as well as there should be proper judgments as to how the authorities are supposed to work. So first key issue is limited enforcement. Secondly is the over-reliance on institutionalization. Community-based healthcare is very weak. We do have very limited NGOs and very limited people working for the mental illnesses in Pakistan. As in Punjab, there's only JPP, Justice Project Pakistan, and Taskeen Foundation, and very limited small NGOs that are working for the community-based mental health care. If we have more NGOs and more organizations like the Pakistan's Youth Parliament that organize this event, I believe there would be a much better way for us to overcome the stigma that relates to the mental health care uh, as well as the problems that comprises in our society. Third up being the stigma and discrimination. I'm sure we all are aware regarding the stigma and discrimination in Pakistan's mental health issues. जैसे कि मैंने introduction में बताया कि it says that 80% of the people in Pakistan do not receive mental health care, but we believe that it is more than 80% people in Pakistan that do not receive mental health care. इन्हीं बातों से हमें याद आ जाता है ज़हीर जाफ़र का केस, जिसमें he was going to a local therapy center and an NGO which was working for his therapy, but they still let him free because there are not proper laws as to how you're supposed to deal with a person with mental illnesses. They were well aware of his situation, but they still let him go. If they would have worked properly, or डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ना होती, इतना स्टिग्मा ना होता और इंस्टीट्यूशंस प्रॉपरली काम कर रहे होते, तो उसको वो हेल्प मिलती दैट ही नीडेड इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस, एंड ही वुड हैव बीन confined until he received that help. And if that would have happened, then something so bad would not have happened to her in the first place.